get a bird's eye view. Hotel got a waiting room. Read a magazine while you wait for me. Baby, I'll be done so soon. Phone gotta be off, each store got locks. I got some trusted shoes. 10K on the countertop, don't look so shocked, it's nothing new. Death comes in threes. Wins come in twos. Cash comes in one.
Autumn has come to upstate New York, and we find ourselves at New Era Field in Orchard Park. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the New York Jets and the Buffalo Bills. Set to go now in Week 6 of the NFL season, and we are underway on EA Sports. That'll be taken in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line.
Set, 8, read. Look at me. Go, fight.
They'll run for the first time with Sony Michel. And an early how do you do right there as they're going to bury him in the backfield. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down. Excellent effort defensively by him. 2 tackles for a loss last week, now 1 here in the first quarter.
He's an absolute disruptor, isn't he? And I think most offenses would love to go against guys who just want to hold the point of attack and try and keep things clean for their linebackers. But when they make those moves and they can get upfield, past the offensive line into the backfield, that's hard to handle.
And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage back at the 22. It'll wind up being a loss of 2. And that'll make it 3rd and 13.
Got it. Check Mike 50. Mike is a 50. Hey, orbit. Mike 50, Mike 50. Let's go, baby. They turn over. Get that ball. Get that ball. Hey, Mike's 50. Yeah.
From the gun, Burrows. That's out to his running back, Michel. And they're able to get this one across the 35. It's a gain of 13 and a Buffalo first down.
And this is why trying to cover the angle route is so difficult. Anyone playing the linebacker position, when they see a running back out of the backfield widen because he heads towards the flat first, oftentimes you widen too much and overcommit. He cuts up inside, and that's what we saw there. A nice pickup for a first down.
Let's go.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go one more. Mike 50, Mike 50. I got you. Mike 50.
Operating from the gun, Burrows. He'll get this one complete to Zay Jones. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
I don't care who you put on him, he's going to be a handful in one-on-one throws.
Yeah, right now, you're right. They're in man-to-man, maybe needs some safety help.
I would say that'd be a good idea. Double team him somehow. I'm going to have to make someone else beat me rather than let him shred my defense.
So in jet territory now. Here's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. From the gun, Burrows. That's caught by his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. They'll take it into the end zone for a Buffalo touchdown. Mike Gesicki, his 4th touchdown on the year, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Myers connects on the PAT, and it's now a 7-0 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it back to just about the 25, call it the 24-yard line.
Let's go.
Darnold going to lead the Jets up now, 1st and 10 at their own 24.
Check three.
Here's the first carry for Le'Veon Bell. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
A nice run here early on. It doesn't take a great play caller to realize you want to establish a guy of his caliber with runs like this early because they'll pay dividends as the game progresses.
Darnold off the play fake to Bell. Sliding out of the pocket. Looking for his tight end on the corner. It's complete. And out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That one covers 24 yards. It's a first down. So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 45-yard line. This is Bell. And he's going to be met at about the 43. 2 yards on the carry there. It'll be 2nd down.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they were hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Darnold. This is caught by Antonio Brown. And he's got a first down as a tackle made at the Bills' 17-yard line. A good grab there by the former Central Michigan man, Antonio Brown.
And he ate up some real estate on the catch, too, didn't he? I think the most impressive part of it, though, if there's a chance for him to get the football, even though he was covered well, he somehow finds a way to get it.
And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things, but the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blows. Sometimes they dish them out themselves.
On 2nd and 7, Darnold. This will be caught by Brown. Now Brown, he lost the football. Now this is picked up by the Bills. Well, he will take this all the way up past the 40-yard line.
We have seen this before, and we know coaches preach about this and work on it all the time. Catch the ball. You know there's going to be some traffic somewhere. They've got to put it away and secure it as they try and get downfield.
So good field position for the Bills as they come up 1st and 10 at the 41-yard line. They try and run on first down, but to no avail. Tackled for a 2-yard loss in the backfield. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 12 at the 39-yard line.
First play of the drive goes the wrong way. Here's 2nd and 12. Operating from the gun. Burrows. Caught by Jones. 8 yards on the completion, but now they face 3rd down.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
Ready? 10 logo. Topper, topper! You're online, baby. Get this. You're online. Hey, Alpha. Go.
From the gun on 3rd down. Burrows. And the throw there going to be incomplete. So possession 1 ended in 6. Possession 2 likely going to end in a punt.
Yeah, that's okay. They've just got to get back to what they worked on in the opening drive and continue to make a few adjustments along the way. It won't be exact because the defense will make a few adjustments themselves. Just get back to your game plan.
Now it appears we're going to get whistles and a stop. A man down on the return. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they'll be looking to atone for last time's mistake of fumbling inside the red zone. Certainly. And he's taken down. Back at his own 7. Dante Fowler able to record his 5th sack of the season. Partner, we had their game last week where they had 6 sacks, so a little bit more momentum here again in the first quarter.
And last week it appeared that they were coming out of sprinters blocks, chasing the quarterback. So how do they continue that? How do they keep making it happen? Different looks, different disguises, different angles that they chase it.
They were so disruptive last week. We'll see what the trend is here as we go forward. They get 14 back, but it leads now to a third down.
In today's football, where receivers break tackles, make people miss, get upfield for the extra yardage, when you see a play like that where it's caught and he's dropped on the spot, that's a big-time play by the defense.
Whip, 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 whip. Watch the whip. Man, Eddie.
On third down, here's Bell. And he's got room. And they're going to get this beyond the 40 before he's taken down. That's good for 21 yards and a first down.
A gain of 21 yards. First down, Jets.
Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks.
You don't want nothing. You don't want nothing. Hey, you don't want
After 1-7-0 on EA Sports.
Let's go, boys. Bring it up. Everyone's hot. Mike 37.
On 1st and 10, Darnold. And this one complete to Reed. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
I got a kick out of that one, partner. You and I talk often about trying to hide receivers in certain situations, but a guy of his size?
And they're going to get him. He's taken down for a sack back at the 47-yard line. Ed Oliver breaking through to get him to the ground. It's a loss of 7. Now, following the sack, they'll look to make amends on a second down and 17.
Lady.
Now it's Darnold. And Darnold, he lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after 1st and 2nd down went backwards. It's 3rd and very long.
Here we go.
The shotgun snap for Darnold. Got a man. It's Brown. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 43 yards for an offense that has not found the end zone yet. That's a big play.
There's the spark right there. The big play that they needed. Now they've got to go ahead and finish this drive and put this ball in the end zone.
Darnold. And it's incomplete.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Here's Darnold. That's complete. It's Bell. And he'll take it down here just shy of the 15 at the 16-yard line. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and they're going to face a 3rd down.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo. Let's make these babies.
To the air again, Darnold. And this is going to be incomplete.
I think that was a good job there defensively. They did allow him to drive all the way downfield, but once they got their backs to the goal line, they really turned up the pressure.
Yeah, they let him get all the way down here. Now the field shrinks. They've struggled to convert, and that last incompletion brings up 4th. So the field goal there caps what winds up to be an 11-play drive.
Well, partner, that's a lot of offense to run there to only get 3 points. So I just wonder, are they going to recycle those plays because they were successful in getting 3? Or do you go to another section of the playbook trying to find ones that get you into the end zone, get you 6?
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
Then you got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
so
well.
Go to something else.
And maybe you try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
A loss of a yard there to start out. That leads to a 2nd and 11. From the gun, Burrows. Jones has it. And he's got this almost to the 40 before going out. 15 yards that time, and a Buffalo first.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Pretty good results here on the first down run as he takes this forward for about 6. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4.
Let's talk a little football 101 here, because one of the keys to advancing the ball downfield, success on first down. Huge difference, as we know, between 2nd and 4 and 2nd and 8 and 9.
Now a fake on the give here as they try the run-pass option. He's able to find Wallace. And all the way home for a Bills touchdown. A big play there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bills will add on to their lead. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
Fielded about a yard deep. And all that worked, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They trail now 14-3, an 11-point deficit as they start things out with a 1st and 10. They run with Bell on first down as he'll get forward for about 5 yards. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down.
Offensive linemen love creating space for their guys carrying the ball, but when that guy also breaks tackles and creates extra yardage, they almost feel like he's one of them, and they really embrace him.
Ball on the 30. They'll come up with a 2nd and 5. Here's Darnold. A screen to Bell. And he gets this to the 35. Good for a gain of 5.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass. Looked like it was coming together. Looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've been okay. 2 for 3 thus far. They're looking at 3rd in the nose of the football. They'll try and run for it with Bell. And he's able to get the first before he's taken down at the 36. Officially a gain of just a yard there, but they do convert on 3rd and inches.
First down, New York.
They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. We've got a 14-3 ball game with 2 minutes left in the opening half. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Darnold now to throw. Caught here by Bell. A second time. And he is down deep into Buffalo territory. A big play there on the catch and run. 56 yards. First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. Out of the shotgun, here's Darnold. And Brown's got it. Touchdown, Jets. Antonio Brown with touchdown number 7 on the year, as his guys are back within a single score. He was on point throwing the ball right there. He had the big play to get him down close, and then he delivers a touchdown pass on 1st and goal.
And you mentioned the big play that got him down close. I think that big play left him reeling a little bit. They didn't recover from it. And you know, they always talk about having to have a short memory on defense after a big play against you. Looks like their memory was a little too long there.
Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. And now with still more than a minute to go in what's been a tight game, you figure we'll try to see them move the ball downfield.
And remember, they get the kickoff to start the second half, so this is a golden opportunity for them to go down there and put up a couple of sixes back-to-back. What a momentum swing that would be.
Yeah, you might be able to get a 2-for-1 without ever even giving up the football. A run there on 1st down gets 3 up to the 28. The linebacker, C.J. Mosley, in on the stop.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. Here's the 2nd and 7. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Jets are going to use the first of their timeouts, as it'll come with 36 ticks to go in half number 1.
Here we go. 18 Gators. I know he ain't got it. 57 to Hey, Charlie. 57 to Mike. Let's go, D. Big series right here. So we got to step it up. Hey, checks Mike 57. Mike 57. Yeah, let's get a sack lunch. 57. Please, Griffin.
Throwing on 3rd and long. Burrows. And that will be incomplete. More problems here on 3rd down. They've converted only once so far in this first half.
And you know as well as I do in this league, if you don't win on 3rd down, it makes it hard to win a ball game because then you're relying on your defense, you're relying on your special teams. You've got to get it done with your offensive unit.
51 yards on the punt there. And the Jets will take over 1st and 10. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. Less than 30 seconds to go in the half. Pretty good starting field position, all things considered. You'd think they definitely have time to get to field goal range.
Yes, and you get into the huddle or you come off the bench here and you've called multiple plays because you're going to say, this is how we're going to run them in order, guys. You don't have time for audibles. You don't have time to change anything. You're trying to get the ball in position to at least get 3. They've got a great shot to do it right here.
Back to the air, Darnold on 2nd down. Throwing the out route, incomplete. It's Hughes. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. Give him 12 yards there, and the Jets have a first.
Mike 37. Check back.
A 1st down throw, Darnold. And now he'll turn, and off his back foot, he'll heave this deep. And that'll wind up incomplete. Try to give his man room to run under it, but it's 2nd down. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing again is Darnold. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. Fielded about a yard deep. And the decision to bring it out, a good one, as he's up a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half 2, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right there. Just not playing as well as we need to. Let's pick it up, and we still have a chance to win this game.
Yeah, they do. We'll see if they can pick it up. So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28.
Hey, 7. 49 to Mike, watch 49. Hey, kill.
To throw is Darnold. Into the hands of his receiver, Anderson. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. A first down there on a pickup of 25.
First down, Jets.
So 1st and 10 now in Buffalo territory at the 46. Now Darnold. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Bell.
Everyone's got to be able to catch the football. Doesn't matter what position you play, but if you're on offense, be aware a ball may come your way.
43-yard line.
Four yards on that last completion, so that sets up 2nd and 6. Bell. And he'll go down here at the 35-yard line. That one, a first down pickup of 8.
They're making it look easy out there. Another first down. So far on this drive, let me do this little bit of math here. 4 plays, 3 first downs.
That's a pretty good recipe for success. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Back to throw, Darnold. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. It's a gain of 6 on the play, and that'll make this a 2nd down.
2nd and 4.
Guys, game situation. Let's go.
They'll give this to Bell running right. Call it a gain of 4 there, so it sets up a big play here. 3rd and a yard.
Some of the most unselfish players on any football team, defensive tackles, because we ask them to just eat up blocks and allow other people to make tackles. But when he can make a play himself, as we just saw there, that's a big day.
Again, it's Bell. And he's going to get the first down as they bring him down at the 23. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going.
Here we go. Here we go. Here we go. Go, son. 49 to Mike. 49 to Mike. I got it. Go, lady. Check it out, Reed. Go, lady. Smooth.
On 1st down, it's Darnold. And he finds the tight end, Reed. A good pickup there of 20 yards.
When this offense can get their tight ends involved, they can move the football. Here, a nice route, able to look it in, and picks up the first down.
Here we go, son. 50, Mike, 50. Pick me up.
They'll try and run it in with Bell. And this one will wind up with him losing yardage back to the 4-yard line. Now as we look down, it appears we've got a Jet shaken up on the play. We'll check on his status when we return to Orchard Park. And to give this time to the tailback. And he is in. Touchdown, New York. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Jets have taken the lead. Elliott good on the extra point, and it's now 17-14. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They trail offense, first time to touch the ball in quarter 3, and we'll see what they can do.
I can't wait to see what they have planned, because some teams script to start a half. Other teams just go, okay, these are the sequence of plays we want to run. These things worked well for us. And sometimes they throw in that big chunk play right away.
Shocker.
Try and get after them early and try and create a big play to give themselves some momentum.
See what they have up their sleeve. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. Operating from the gun. Burrows. This complete to Jones. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
A gain of 2 makes it 3rd and 11.
The Jets will bring in a nickel set here as they try to stop this 3rd down.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Man out, man out, man out, man out. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. Here we go, here we go. Mike's 50, Mike's 50. And we got to get to the ball, team. We got to get to the go.
Looking to throw. Burrows. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. And that is incomplete.
This defense is continuing to contest every deep ball that is thrown downfield. And, look, it doesn't matter whether you're playing man or zone. Eventually, that becomes man on man. And you've got to trust yourself and go up at that moment of truth and make a play on the football.
On is the punt team now as this one's sent away. That's taken on the 25. We'll call that a 49-yard punt, but a net of just 39 following the 10-yard return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off by Dante Fowler. And he's just across midfield and down at the 49-yard line.
And, Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively of getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Ready, ready. Mike's 50. Come on. Check 13. Check 13. 22 jet bombers. 22 jet bombers.
They'll try to get this offense going with Michel. And they're going to get him behind the line yet again as his nightmare afternoon continues. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
Tough first half for him, unable to put up the numbers he's used to producing. But with a guy like him, you and I both know it just takes a couple of explosive touches for him to make an impact on this game and on the stat sheet as well.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8.
Watch out, watch out, watch out. Greystone, travel. Hey, Sam off. Bang, bang.
Here's 2nd and 8. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down. We have not seen a whole lot of wide open receivers. Everything seemingly has been contested.
And that's another nice job there to force an incompletion. They've been very cohesive, knowing each other's moves all game long, and they've been on the spot just about every time.
And they've held them in check on the scoreboard. And they'll need the 39 here for a first. This is third down.
Exit. Hey, 50. 50's the mic. 50's the mic. Hey, here we go. Watch the pass. Watch the pass. Shoot.
From the gun, Burrows. And he's going to go down. They sack him back at the 42. Ja'Kai Polite make that now 8 sacks for him on the season. Great job defensively. I think he was trying to go through his progressions, find someone to get rid of the football. Before he knew it, he was on his back.
So that just brings us right back to what you said in the beginning. A great job defensively. Nowhere to go with the football. That led to the sack.
A 40-yard punt, 5 yards on the return. And out will come the offense as they take over. Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. And last time, one-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling. Because a one-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, you get a little confidence in him, and let him fling another one.
From the 24, they'll go again on 2nd and 10. Second and 10. Throwing the out route and complete. That's Hughes. Give him 15 yards on that one, and the Jets move the chains.
An ex-teammate used to tell me all the time, I hate experienced quarterbacks because no matter what, you really can't hide what you're doing. And I think that right there, he knew right away where the blitz was coming from, where his primary guy was going to be, and he would end up going to a secondary target for a nice game.
I was just going to ask you, that wasn't the primary target. He's so good at that, isn't he?
I think he knew right away that he wasn't going to get to his primary guy. I think he read that as soon as he got to the line of scrimmage, knew where the pressure was going to come from, and said, I know how to beat that, and that's what he did.
At the 46-yard line.
So they'll come up after the gain of 7 on a 2nd and 3. And that is going to do it for this third quarter of action. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Right there. 54 mics. Not today, you are. Not today.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll be brought down at the 48-yard line. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down. I'm guessing you'd say this is kind of the key here. Grind out some yardage, work on that clock, see if you can continue to tick it down.
Definitely. You want to bleed things out at this point, right? Continue to possess the football, gain some yardage, and put the onus on the defense. Do they have to use timeouts? What are they going to do to stop you? You're taking charge.
Some good games going on in the early window. This might be the best of the bunch. On first down, Darnold. Out to the left here to Reed. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 10 yards is the pickup, good enough for a Jet first down. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10.
You go tight. You 80. You got tight right there. Red 80.
Darnold from the gun. And he's got his man out of the backfield. That's complete. It's an 8-yard pickup, and it'll be second down.
I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. They'll run it now out of the gun. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. That's good for a Jet first down, a gain of 13. How about this offensive line? They're really starting to establish themselves, take over this game.
And before the series began, I know exactly what was said in the defensive huddle. Guys, we got to get no less than a 3-and-out. Let's get off the field. Instead, they can't find any traction towards doing that. Right now, they're just getting muscled all over the field and getting pushed down it.
Flushed out right. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Tre'Davious White with a pick. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back.
Well, I get what he was trying to do. He was moving to his right and trying to shift the coverage, but instead he shifted the coverage also to the right and threw right into it for an interception.
The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
Well, you know how in baseball when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring him.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's scooped up by the Jets. And just shutting him off there. And a huge return as he'll take this one all the way down inside the 30-yard line. Well, he did what he's known for. He made the catch, then he turned into a runner, took the contact, and coughed it up.
And all I remember as a player, when they catch the ball, when those acrobatic guys catch it, you have to make them pay sometimes. You have to put it on them, big tackle, knock the ball free. Anything you can do to slow them down.
7 yards on the pickup there, and it'll leave them with a 2nd and 3. Got to figure now, after getting that turnover, they're just going to be happy to keep the ball on the ground, right?
This is where covering the football, taking care of the ball, all the ball security terms that have ever been used, they come into play for the guys on offense right now. Just take care of it, and they've got a good chance of ending up winning this game.
Now a handoff here to his running back. And they'll bring him down at the 18-yard line. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
They were not fooling around at all, were they? 2nd and short, and they brought out the heavy package. Almost felt like the super heavy package against that defense, didn't it?
Yeah, I don't think they expected that much beef up front, and it turned into an easy first down conversion.
We're going to sign. 50, 50. I got it. Double time. 3 out.
Darnold on first down. And look at this. They get the turnover they needed. It's intercepted. Picked off at the 18. A critical error there in a tight game of the fourth.
All you talk about is taking care of the football, and especially with a lead here in the fourth quarter, turning it over, now the door is open for the opposition.
Just in general, when you're passing in the fourth quarter with a lead, no matter at what point, you got to be super careful.
Got to be careful, and sometimes you can be so careful that you end up running yourself into an error.
Get it.
Well, he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
Well, no matter how they phrase it, staying on schedule, staying ahead of the sticks, whatever you want to call it, 7 yards on first down, that fits the bill.
A good run got 7 on first. Here's 2nd and 3.
65.
And he'll give it here to his running back. And they'll take him down at the 31-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down.
At this stage of the game, the run-pass numbers are a little bit out of whack because most of their yardage has come through the air. But in a sense, that just sets things up for big runs like that because the defense might be a little bit off balance. They pick up another first down with that run.
So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this second half. Here's 1st and 10. Back to throw. Burrows. Complete to Jones. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. A really nice gain of 25 yards. This quarterback now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. Now a first down carry. It's Michel. He's got a first down and more inside the 30. 34 yards there and a first down.
Well, he does it at a high level, doesn't he? Because when I watch him, I think of his vision. Straight ahead, peripheral. Also has that sense of where holes are going to be before they actually open. I think that helps set him apart from many of the other backs in the league.
They'll run on first down. Vaughn. And a short pickup there down to about the 9. And now this defense trying to use the clock to their advantage. They'll take the timeout here with 2:08 left. And then they'll have another stop coming up at the 2-minute warning.
At the 9-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
You better be afraid of me. You better be afraid of me.
They'll run it. This is Michel. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing yardage to the 11. The second down play results in a loss of 2 yards. 3 points separating these two sides with 2 minutes left to go in the fourth. So it's Bills football here as we get you reset. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over.
Come on. You better bring it. Hey, check. Mike 50, Mike 50. Right here, go.
On third down, Burrows. Got an open man, it's Foster. And here he'll get it down to the 7. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down.
It drives some people crazy to see those short throws underneath. They've got to find a way to gash the defense downfield.
And Myers able to knock it through. And we are all tied here in the final stages. Now, we knew this had the potential to be a tight game, but with less than 3 minutes to play, couldn't be any tighter. We're all tied.
All locked up, right? And this next drive is going to tell us everything we need to know about this game because I want to see how they come out with the football. Are they going to be aggressive and attack downfield? You still got the 2-minute warning to come up? Or are they going to be conservative and try and hold on and maybe just get to overtime?
Jets offense coming up now to start their next drive. They need to get this around the 40 to have a chance to win it in regulation. From the 40, it's a 57-yard field goal, so that gives you a gauge.
And all they're trying to do now is pick up yardage in good chunks and get out of bounds to stop the clock. If they end up running a play and get tackled in bounds, they're worried the clock may run out on them and finish the game.
And they'll have to be careful how they handle this.
Let's get off the field, D. Let's get off the field, D.
They'll run it now out of the gun. Good work to pick up 7 yards there. That gets him into a 3rd and 1 situation. And that looked like some pretty easy yardage there right up the gut.
And he's a guy that has some height to him. So when you don't have to drop a shoulder or create or get through contact or trash, makes it a lot easier to stay upright, see the field, and make a run as we just saw there.
Now the Jets going to use the second of their 3 timeouts, as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go in the football game. Darnold. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. The Jets going to go ahead and use their final timeout, as the clock will stop with 18 seconds remaining. Got to imagine the pass rush will be equally intense here on 2nd down following the sack. It's 2nd and 18.
Check. 54's Mike. Check.
Darnold now to throw. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off at the 25. And he'll bring it all the way back just a yard or 2 shy of midfield. Buffalo offense ready to go for their next drive. They can still get into field goal range, partner. They got to work quickly, though.
I agree with you totally. Find a way to get the ball downfield and out of bounds. In a perfect world, they know what hash they want to get to for their kicker, and they already know the distance that he feels comfortable. That'll dictate what they do on offense.
See if they can get in his range. And we've got a timeout. 9 seconds remaining. The Bills come to the line to start their next drive. They'd like to avoid overtime here, so maybe they can work the sidelines, but then defensively, how do they adjust to that if they do work the sideline?
It's the old leverage game, and we usually talk about leverage at the line of scrimmage, right? Who's going to win with the low blocking and everything that goes along with that. But in this case, you're trying as a defender to leverage them towards the middle of the field, not let them get to the sidelines and try and tackle them in bounds in order to run the clock out.
Chess match here late. Ready. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10.
Here we go, D. Check 37. Check 37.
Recon, 132 fighter. Go, go.
Mike 50. He's time. Go.
To throw again. Burrows going long here for Wallace. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. Boy, Charles, what a critical call in a tie game late.
You want to have the tight coverage. You don't want to cause the penalty. Pass interference in this case. Remember, it's a yardage foul in the NFL, a spot foul where it occurs.
Jason Myers on for the field goal. A 33-yard attempt.
And it is good. He splits the uprights on the chip shot. And the Bills are going to get out of here winners.
17.
Well, a little drama there at the end, but really this thing was already decided. The late points get scored, and then it ends on the kickoff.
And I'm right there with you, partner. At the end of the game, they knew what they had to do. Just make sure you don't cough up the football at the end. Just take care of it, and victory was theirs, and that's exactly what they did.
So for the Bills, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll be able to enjoy this one through the bye week before they get back at it again. Meanwhile, for the Jets, the loss will drop them to 4-2 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to KC to take on the Chiefs. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.